The relationship between the United States and India, two powerful democracies, has taken a sharp turn in 2025. At the heart of this dispute, access to India's vast, politically sensitive agriculture market. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has pushed aggressively for U.S. access to India's agriculture sector. He pressed for lower tariffs on American farm products, including GM crops, dairy, and cereals. India, however, has been firm. Protecting small and marginal farmers is non-negotiable. Allowing unrestricted access, Delhi argues, could threaten livelihoods and food security for millions. India imposes an average agricultural tariff of roughly 39%. The United States averages about 5%. That tariff wall is presented by India as a strategic shield, not arbitrary protectionism. In response, the U.S. imposed steep retaliatory tariffs. Officials announced hikes on a wide range of Indian goods. Textiles, jewelry, seafood, and agricultural items saw sudden tariff increases. Some reports noted rates doubling. These tariffs threatened thousands of exporters and small businesses across India. Millions of workers in textiles, gems, and seafood face uncertain demand as costs rise. Prime Minister Narendra Modi framed his stance as protector of the Annadata, the nation's food providers. Modi vowed not to compromise farmers' interests, even under trade pressure. Negotiations repeatedly faltered amid mistrust and fundamental differences on market access. Trump sought market openings and digital trade concessions. India resisted moves seen as threats to sovereignty. Economists warned tariffs could lower India's GDP growth. Some estimates point to a 0.6% hit in the coming year. Export competitiveness and jobs in key sectors could be at risk if tensions persist. Complicating matters, India's energy purchases from Russia drew U.S. criticism and factored into tariffs. India says its energy choices are sovereign decisions, crucial to its security. Some commentators argue that the trade pressure reflects broader ambitions, political and personal. Critics allege Trump seeks international acclaim, even citing ambitions such as winning the Nobel as part of his global posture. Reports also point to keen U.S. interest in India's dairy and agricultural markets, highly protected and politically sensitive. India's rural dairy cooperatives are seen as core livelihoods that New Delhi is reluctant to expose to foreign competition. Observers interpret U.S. tariffs as leverage, a way to push India toward opening its markets, but the financial pain often falls most heavily on small producers and local exporters. Behind the numbers are human stories, families, daily wages, local enterprises. Sectors from textiles to seafood could see demand shocks and cascading layoffs. Domestically, Modi frames protection as political duty. Trade openness becomes a heated electoral and policy issue. In the U.S., America First rhetoric frames tariffs as defending domestic producers and voters. Negotiation failures stem from hard red lines, India on farm protections, the U.S. on market access and digital rules. Trust has been frayed. Each side interprets the other's demands as existential. Analysts warn the ripple effects could slow investment and hit export-reliant communities hardest. Projected job losses and lower export volumes are the immediate economic risks cited. Globally, partners watch closely. Trade shocks between two large economies ripple across supply chains. Market volatility, supply chain adjustments, and shifting alliances are all possible outcomes. Resolution could come through phased market access, safeguard clauses, or sector-by-sector agreements. Other paths include strengthening domestic supply chains and negotiated protections for vulnerable sectors. The stakes are long-term: growth trajectories, rural incomes, and geopolitical relationships. Policy choices today can shape livelihoods for a generation. In short, U.S. pressure for Indian agricultural access collided with India's protective stance. Tariffs and countermeasures followed. This is a story about sovereignty, livelihoods, and the difficult balance between global trade and local protection. The future depends on diplomacy, careful policy design, and recognition of human costs on both sides. The world watches as two giants navigate this tense new chapter. For ongoing coverage, subscribe and follow for updates on global affairs.